Hello and welcome to this presentation on Boachsoft Tally. What is Boachsoft Tally? Boachsoft Tally is an excellent, powerful and flexible app for tallying, counting, keeping track of scores, points, people, training sessions, traffic, and number of bottles consumed at a table in a restaurant. Boachsoft Tally can be obtained from Google Play Store as well as the Amazon Play Store. It will be extended to the Apple Store. Okay, so here we have the Google Play Store. I can see here Boachsoft Tally, the Boachsoft Tally icon. Okay, when you scroll down, you'll see screenshots and then read more. Okay, so here are some screenshots. Okay, now with Boachsoft Tally, you can keep counts or tallies of multiple items, multiple data from several fields on your phone or tablet over days, months, or even years. Who should use this software? Anyone who has to keep track of the counts or tallies of multiple items. We've already talked about, tracking of scores, tracking of points, people, training sessions, traffic, number of bottles consumed at a restaurant. If you are involved in any of this, then Boachsoft Tally is the right software for you. Now, let's start the app. Okay. So we have Boachsoft Tally here. So we can see this is the home page. You see home, then we have the search icon, and then there's the menu icon. Then below the tab, you see there's a button here with the plus sign on it for creating new tallies. So this is the Boachsoft Tally home. You can scroll back and forth. Now let's look at a typical application of Boachsoft Tally. If you need to submit 8 types of documents to different categories of clients as you work, and you're required to submit each document no less than 10 times, you have no idea where your next client is going to come from, you could easily keep count of the 8 tasks using Boachsoft Tally. For each, you could create a counter, as you're seeing here. I just moved the counter up. Here we have new counter, and you give it a unique label or name. As you work, you will then push the increase or plus button to increase it by 1. Or the minus button to decrease it. The software can be applied in as many fields as possible. You can use it at home, at work, or school to track anything. We talked about it. If you do have arrhythmias from time to time, a Holter monitor can record the ECG of your heart. However, before you visit the doctor, you could create a counter to track it. When you visit your doctor, you'll be able to tell him the exact number of times you thought you had an arrhythmia. An arrhythmia, let's call it abnormal heartbeats, or abnormal heart rhythms. Okay. Now, the software is easy to use. You can see the user interface is very intuitive, with buttons that are large enough for you to easily increase counter values as quickly as possible as you work. The software does have instructions on how you can carry out tasks, basic tasks, and I'll be showing you how to display it. There is no limit to the amount of counters you can create, nor are there deadlines. The counters do not expire. You can have them for as long as you want. If your counters become too many, the software does have a powerful set tool that filters your counters based on their names until the one you're looking for pops up. When you use the software, you don't have to memorize the tallies or counts of so many items. You won't make a mistake because the data is all safe on your phone, okay? So it has not been transmitted. So this is the home screen, the title by, you see home. There's the search icon, you see a magnifying glass, that is search icon. Then the three dots, that's the menu. I'm talking about the plus sign. Okay, so now let's go to the menu. When you click menu, the menu pops up. You see help and about. Okay, so let's go to about. This is now the title bar or toolbar changes. You see about and you see a button. The left arrow is the what? Back indicator. Anytime you want to go back, just tap on it and it'll take you back. Okay, so you see it took us back. Now we've come back. So this is the about page on Boachsoft Tally. We click the same thing. It says copyright Boachsoft Tally 2018, copyright C 2018, by Boachsoft, developed by Yao Boachsoft, Boachsoft founder and CEO. Picture on your right. This software is protected by copyright laws and international treaties. All rights reserved. Okay. Then we have the Tally website, tally.boachsoft.com. That's the Tally homepage. And then there's blog.boachsoft.com, which takes you to the blog, Boachsoft blog. Okay. This is what we have here. You just tap on each of them to open. We click on the back indicator to go back. Now, yeah, there is the help button. So you can see here a comprehensive help screen, right? You go to menu and then help. So menu is, the three dots. It's welcome to Boachsoft Tally 2018. Boachsoft Tally allows you to keep count of a number of things simultaneously. For each item that you want to track, you will create a counter to keep track of the tally. Okay, I'll be showing you how in just a while. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is Boachsoft Tally. These are the instructions. Okay, yeah. So we go back. This is that's the three dots. Okay, so we've seen the help and the whatever. We've seen the help screen and the about screen. Now we have here one tile. Okay, now we're going to create a new tile. To create a new tile, the big round button at the bottom right corner, we press it with the plus sign indicator to create a new tile. We give it a unique name. Okay, so now let's call it test 1. Then you can assign it an initial value. Let's assign the initial value of 120. Click it, done. So we have it here. So it's scrolled up, but it doesn't mean that that's the only tile. Okay, you scroll down. As I said, you can scroll up and down. So this is a tile. This is 120 for demonstration purposes, right? This is it. Okay. Now, after creating it, we can, whenever we want to increase the value, we press the plus button. Whenever we want to decrease the value, we press the minus button or the negative button. We can reset it, let's say we want to reset it, we want the value to go back to 0. We can just click reset. A page pops up, a message box. Are you sure you want to reset the current counter? We just check yes to reset it. Now it's taking us back to 0. Okay, we can go. Then there is the edit button. There's the edit button. This is the one. Anytime we can edit any of them. Okay, so to edit a particular one, we click edit. Okay, we can give it a new name and a new value. Okay, so let's say we call this Geo1. Then we give the value of 10. We click done. So we just edited the first tile. The tiles are always arranged in alphabetical order. So if you change the name of the tile, its position will change. Okay, you can create as many tiles or counters as possible. These are counters. Each of them is a counter, a tallying tool. Okay, you can create as many of them as I want. Okay, I'll be showing you just how to deal with them. Okay, now let's say we want, if we created a counter and we're done with it, want to dispose it off, we just click the red button, top right hand corner, the X, what means what, close. Are you sure you want to delete the current counter? We just click yes, and it's gone, it's gone. Okay, so we have only one counter. Now let's create some more. Now, that's a typical scenario. We are at a workplace. We have to submit documents for 8 geographical areas. We're going to process it, but we're going to read customer emails and process them. We don't know the order, but we are not supposed to process. We are supposed to process at least 10, not less than 10. Okay, so we can easily use this to keep track. So we just create one Geo1, Geo2, Geo3, Geo4, and then Geo5. Now with Geo6, we've already attended to some customers, so we give it initial value. Okay, of 6. So Geo6, Geo7 for the 7th geographical area, then Geo8. Now we are done. We have all of them. You can scroll Geo1, as I said, in alphabetical order. Okay. Maybe at the same time we might want to create a tile or two for some other things as we work. Maybe our personal stuff. It doesn't matter. We can use whatever. So with Geo1, we need to reset the value. So that was a demonstration. So we have it here. Now the first customer comes from Geo5. We created only 8 counters. So we finish processing, we push the button. Geo3, we push the button. Geo whatever 1. Yeah. So as we work, we can easily keep track. Now the next set of customers are all from Geo2. So we process it, we push, we push, we push. Okay. Yeah. Then okay, we forget about, then this is Geo3. So this is just one example. Okay. Now you could use this to track tables in restaurants. You could use this to score points or keep track of scores or points in games, number of files in games, at training sessions. You can use this to count. You can apply this in as many fields as possible. If you need to keep track of these counts, over maybe several months, you can keep all of them here. Anytime you need to increase the value, just press the button. You can also edit, just to if in case you need to increase the value by more than 1. Okay, but after editing, the tile shifts up if it's below the screen. So yeah. In a tablet, you will see 4 in landscape mode, and this one portrait, you see 2. This is phone. On phone, well, I think portrait should do. So in essence, this is what the software is about. Now, if you have 20 counters, you want to search, what do? You tap on the search button and you see a box here. Okay. Now, as you search, it will filter it. So if I Geo, you see it's filtering. Okay. And then you press 4. Now at the end, only GEO4 has been displayed. To open GEO4, you just tap on the tile. GEO4. Okay, so it has a very powerful search tool. Now let's say we want to filter out one only GEO7. We press 7, and we have it here. This is the only tile with that's GEO7. But we just entered 7, and we have it here. Okay, so this is how to use a software. This is a basic demonstration of how to use the software. I'd like to thank you for your attention. The software is absolutely free, but does have ads. The data you enter is not transmitted across any network. No one would have access to it. The data is destroyed when you uninstall the software. Okay, like I said, you can apply it in as many fields of endeavor as possible whenever you need to keep track of multiple items. It is ideal for tallying, for counting, keeping track of scores, points, people, training sessions, traffic. If you're asked to, track number of vehicles that pass, along the streets, if the highways ask you to conduct research, by tallying up the number of vehicles, the type of vehicles from saloon cars to articulators, to minivans, SUVs, you could create a tile for each of them and push them as they go along, very, very easy. You don't need anything you used to do on paper, anything you used to tally on paper, just forget about it. Do everything with Boachsoft Tally on the phone. Okay, no need to draw strokes, with cross signs. This is not abacus. So, thank you for your time, and you've been listening to Yao Boachsoft, founder and CEO of Boachsoft, for the last few minutes. Bye.